This is the Neewer 50-in-1 action camera accessory kit compatible with GoPro Hero 9, 8, Max 7, 6, 5, 4, Black, GoPro 2018 Session, Fusion, Silver, White, Insta360, DJI, Acaso, 8-man, Cam Park, SJ Cam, action camera. Set? I think they could have come up with a slightly snappier name than that.
That's the worst name I ever heard.
This is the Neewer action camera set. This set can be picked up for about €20 on Amazon. And as always, I've left the link down in the description below. I've been using it for the past 2 months now to film various bits of footage with my GoPro Hero 7. It comes in this nice black pouch and it is stuffed to the brim with various items that you can use with your GoPro. The first of which, and the reason I really bought this set, was the chest mount. The chest mount works with the standard GoPro attachment. The straps are elasticated and feel fairly robust, so they don't feel like they're going to rip anytime soon. Where the straps attach to the plastic chest mount, there's actually a little slit for the strap to pop out. This has never popped out while I've been riding, but it did concern me at the start. Now though, I've kind of forgotten about it. The front plastic mount is made from fairly thin, slightly flexible plastic, but I have no reason to believe that it's in any way poor quality. It feels absolutely fine. It's shown no signs of breaking or no signs of stress. When it's fitted on your chest, it's a fairly snug fit. You can adjust how tight it is at the sides. The elastic straps are pretty comfortable. I never find that they dig into me, and the front plastic mount never digs in or hurts while I'm riding. I usually actually forget it's there. It goes over your head and secures around your waist using a plastic buckle. And as well as that, the GoPro itself can be mounted upside down or right side up on it. This footage here now was actually shot using this chest mount, and as you can see, it's quite stable. The chest mount doesn't move around too much while you're going downhill, so a lot of the footage I've shot with it has been quite good. And overall, this has probably been the best part of this set. GoPro's own chest mount costs around €30, so this set alone with just this chest mount is already a big win. The next item you get in this is a tripod with flexible legs. This has been really useful, and it's probably only been second in usefulness to the chest mount. I will say the legs on this don't feel that robust. I wouldn't be surprised if this broke after more usage, but at the same time, it's held up fine so far. Again, it has a standard mount for GoPro, which is nice, so you can pop it on the top and throw a pin through it. And those flexible legs mean you can set it up on uneven and kind of rough terrain. They also mean that you can hang it out of things like tree branches and stuff like that to get some really interesting shots. In this set, you'll also get a bar mount. Again, another one with a standard GoPro attachment. The bar mount itself internally has 2 soft pads. These are really useful if you really want to wrench it tight on whatever you're tightening it onto without scuffing up the paint. This is particularly important for my own bike as well. If you're attaching it to something like carbon bars, you're not going to dig into the carbon when you're tightening this down. It can open up pretty wide, so you can put it on a fairly wide bar as well. One of the other pieces you'll get that makes up this 50-piece set is this little adapter. This is a great addition as it gives you more versatility with how you want to mount your GoPro to get different kinds of shots. Maybe the bar you're mounting it to, you need it to be facing parallel to the bar. This is really useful for that. I've used this attachment a number of times to get different shots, like this one here from my previous week's knee pad review, which you can find the link to on screen now. And I used it to get this footage of a chain guide in my chain guide video, which you can also watch by clicking the link in the video. The next item is a headband that you get in the set. This one's pretty self-explanatory. You put it on your head, you attach the GoPro to the headband, and you walk around and get a POV view. I've only used this one once. I actually used it in my video where I hung my bikes out of my ceiling, and I used it when I went up into my attic. And if you want to check that out, that's also in the link in this video as well. Now, I wore this headband on my head for quite an amount of time. It's quite comfortable. Again, the plastics on it, they don't dig in or anything. They're not particularly hard plastics and they all have rounded edges. So it left a red mark on my head, but it didn't hurt. So that's always good. You'll also get this, a selfie stick. Selfie stick. That's what the kids call it, selfie stick. And you can see that this actually extends out to 1 meter long. It also has a rotating head on it, so if you're kind of holding out from yourself as vloggers would, you can tilt the GoPro towards yourself to get that shot that you're looking for. Next up is a glass or a window mount. This has 2 rotating joints that can be tightened and loosened with the little plastic bolts on the side, so you can angle your GoPro whatever way you need it to be. On the bottom there's a rubber suction cup and there's a switch on the top that when it's pressed down will actually attach the unit to the window. Then when you need to remove it from the window, it's simply just a case of flipping that little switch up and then peeling it off the window. I've used this a couple of times, it's held up pretty well. I used it in my car and it didn't fall off the windscreen while I was driving, so yeah, this works pretty damn well. You'll get also this backpack clip, which you can attach to the strap of a backpack. I haven't used this item myself. I will say the spring in it feels quite weak. I don't know if I trust this one very much. The teeth in it seem like they're reasonably fine, but I can't comment that much on this one other than it's built more or less the same as the other ones. You get this bow-shaped extension arm, which is probably quite useful. I haven't found a use for it myself yet, but it's a useful piece to have and I'm glad that I have it. Combined with something like the bar mount, this could have great potential to get some cool shots. The next piece I believe is a wrist strap. This one actually came in pieces in my set and I've never actually used it. I'm not even entirely sure how you'd attach this around your wrist, but it's another piece. What this could be useful for is ad hocing it into a different kind of mount. Or, you know, just use it as a wrist mount. You do you. Anyway, next piece is for all you sailors and swimmers out there, I suppose. This is a floating GoPro mount. I threw this thing in a sink full of water and it floated, but I would not take that as a testament to it being a foolproof method. I would say that if you are bringing your GoPro out to sea or out to somewhere where you're afraid of losing it, that's about all I can say about this part. It is nice and chonky and it has a good grip to it, so yeah. Next, what makes up possibly the majority of the 50 pieces is all of the small GoPro attachments that you'll get. You get a whole mess of knockoff GoPro mounts and GoPro pins. The nice thing about the pins is they have the same thread as the normal GoPro pins, so they're interchangeable with them. They also come in 2 sizes. You get a long one and a short one. Pretty sure the set comes with more than this. I have just misplaced some of them. You also get these stick-on mounts. Now, I have used these a few times, but only to stick the GoPro to a wall. I've never actually used it to stick to like a helmet or something like that, so I don't know how well they fare with that. As for the shape of them, some of them come contoured, so they'll fit on something like a helmet or another contoured surface, and some of the other ones come flat, so you could stick it to a flat surface like a wall or something similar. The sticky pads themselves are double-sided, and that you stick one onto the mount and one onto whatever surface you're sticking it to. These are really useful. You can never have enough of these, so it's great that they throw some of these into this set. When I first got this GoPro set, I thought they gave me a bottle opener. Then I realized they actually gave me one of the little GoPro pin wrenches. So I never use this thing. It's really useful, I just never use it. It's great for when you have cold hands or something like that and you need to unmount your GoPro and mount it to a different attachment, but I never remember to bring it with me. But it's a great piece to have. Then you get this thing. I don't know what this is. You also get this, the world's cheapest bag. But whatever, it's a bag, you can throw some stuff in it and it's got a little Ziploc tie thing at the top, and yeah, that's great. And then finally you get the case itself, which I wonder if that counts towards the 50 pieces. The The case is weird. It comes with this foam insert that supposedly fits the things in, but nothing actually fits into those inserts. The other side has a netting on it, so yeah, it's a good case. So anyway, that's the Neewer GoPro set. I can wholeheartedly recommend this. For 20 euros, you can't really go wrong. You get tons of great pieces, and overall, yeah, it's something I can definitely recommend. I don't think you can expect GoPro level quality from this, but it's certainly serviceable and it's certainly useful to have. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the subscribe button, please like the video, please turn on notifications, and I'll see you next week.